'Cause I'm an albatross. I'm an albatross.
Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Wolfskis, and I haven't created a video since last year, like at 11:39, because I'm crazy and I decided to make a video then and try to post it on the new year. But I haven't actually created one, so I thought I'd play Disturbed, which is a game I found on Steam a long time ago and tried to play it. But this is the type of game where it has a bunch of choices so you can choose from and all that. I've played a little bit of it, so it's nice, yeah. Another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops are beginning to wilt and your cow is sick. For some time the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you. You've made up your mind. You're going to do something about it. Okay. Standing in front of your humble home, pondering about what you should do next. Let's go inside our home. Why not? Entering your house, you feel a subtle unease as if the growing blight outside has penetrated the walls of your safe haven. From what you have seen, however, everything is the same as you left it. Perhaps this is maybe a good time to just lay in your bed and wish that your problems would just go away. You fight the notation, but the temptation is still here. Let's read our journal. Dear Journal, another usual day on the farm. The crops are growing with good health. Bethany is also doing quite well, never disappointed with the milk she provides. If things continue to go well, maybe I might be able to invest in more animals. A farmer can only be so social with a cow. ... Dear Journal, today has been an unfortunate day. Somebody broke into my shed and stole some things. Usually I don't mind if someone steals a bite to eat from the garden, but taking my equipment, well, I put a lock on the door and hid the key. Nobody will ever get into my stuff again. ... Dear Journal, I woke up one night to a foul smell I have never come across before. I took a step outside to see what I could find, but I found nothing. After searching the farm, whatever it must be bad. I should make a trip into the city to see what it's about. ... Let's open our chest. You open the chest to find nothing more than a pile of papers. It seems to have less valuables than you anticipated. You close the chest. Let's lay in our bed. You lay in your bed and fall asleep to the light sounds of the wind blowing against the grass. You begin to hear whispers and chats, but you can't make anything of it. An image appears before you, a stone, glowing as if it were alive. The chant gets louder and your vision grows in more detail. You reach towards the stone with your hand. As your fingers make contact, the clash of thunder rattles around you. Your clothes and skin start to flake away like the dust in the wind. Your particles flow into the stone, sapping the life out from your body. You feel pain you have never experienced before, and the fear begins to flood over you. Ew, that's me. I look pretty. You suddenly see yourself laying in bed, never to wake up again. I wish I looked like that. I look worse than this. I wish I didn't have a cheek and eyes and my nose was messed up. I wish I looked like that. My adventure ends here. Ooh, I can load a game. Oh, there's nothing here. Let's start the game. Okay, we don't need to read this every time. This is just like stuff that you don't need to read. Okay. And this as well. So we've already been in a house, and the shed is locked, so I don't think we'll be able to get in. So let's go to the crops. A path divides the crops we have labored so hard to prosper these past months. A penetrating odor remains that A penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away and time is running short. Let's go to the pen. Oh, my cow. Are you alive, cow? A toxic fume burns your nose as you enter the pen. Your poor cow lays lifeless on the ground as you grow blinding. Blight slowly begin to consume her body. You feel sick to your stomach as you stand here, especially as you stare at those black mushrooms that dot the ground. You inspect the water looking for any anything abnormal. You notice that the water has a dark consistency to it. Dropping a stone into it, black particles from the bottom swirl around like a thunderstorm. Your face shrivels in disgust. Should I grab a mushroom? The mushrooms do look tasty, but no. Don't want to grab it. A path divides the crops you have labored so hard on to prosper these past months. A penetrating odor remains that your plants are decaying away and time is running short. Let's follow the path. You continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave off in the distance. You pause, questioning if something could be helpful in there. Let's go into the cave. There's a faint whistle from the wind passing between the rocks. The temperature significantly cools as you enter the cave. You notice that there's a different smell, but you welcomed it. Comparing to the deathly blight found outside. Caves are dangerous, especially Minecraft. There could be a creeper in here. Let's exit. Okay, we don't need... No. Okay, let's continue down the path. You come to a stop as you stumble upon a broken wagon. Let's inspect it. You look around the mess and find bits of food and clothes scattered about the scene. You notice a key on the ground during your search. You pick up the key and continue on your way. I like this. This is like I'm an inspector, a farmer that's like going to the city, but like doing stuff. Well, it felt like an hour or two. You reach a bridge. Nearby the path is a small shack similar to the house you have on the farm. The man that lives here is a kind fellow from what you can recall. Maybe he's home. Let's inspect the shack. You walk towards the structure and knock on the door. You scratch your head, figuring that the person that lives here is currently occupied, if not elsewhere. You remember picking up a key from the wagon and use it on the door. The door unlocks. You decided to help yourself in. Now I'm breaking in and entering without, I'm a robber. I'm going to rob everything from him. Oop, I didn't read that. The room is a wreck just like the wagon. Sorry guys, it's 10, almost 11, and I'm so tired. The life of me. You are overcome with fear as you think of that man that used to dwell here. Inspect the book on the tabletop. You pick up the book and start flipping through the pages. You discover that this is a journal. Reading a passage or two can't hurt. Today's trading went smoothly, thank goodness. I am thrilled about however, is what one of my buddies mentioned to me at the conclusion of our day. Apparently there's a pond nearby that makes some of the biggest fish in the region. With a good catch, I can make enough to move things forward. I was caught off guard when you mentioned that nobody has been able to catch anything from here. I guess a typical fishing rod won't do the trick, but what can be done about it then? Something to be intrigued about, I suppose. These past couple of weeks have been really rough for me. My trading business has gone under and I've nearly lost everything I own. This has pushed me to the extremes, but that can't help me now. I am leaving this place forever, never to return. The land is dying and there's nothing but darkness here. Anybody reading this should leave while they can. You can't find a name to give this man, but regardless of the name, you got chills running down your spine. Ooh, there's a trapdoor. You observe the trapdoor and notice a lock keeping it closed. With the key, you unlock the hatch and get it open. Wow, this key can do everything. I wonder if this key can peel a potato. Without thinking, you travel downwards. Just stay still, phone. Can you? Walking down the steps leading below, the air attacks your body with a piercing cold. You notice immediately that there's a lady or a woman chained to the wall. Are you an evil woman or a nice woman? Evil women wouldn't be left here. She doesn't seem to notice you as you study her. You feel darkness surround you as you stay in this awful place. Let's talk to the woman. You tremble as you try to form words in your mouth. You there, let me out of here, says the woman. The pressure of such a demand makes you freeze. You take a moment to think about the situation before you respond. What got you locked up here to begin with? You'll never believe me, even if I told you the truth. Something brought you here. Please, have mercy on me. Nope. I will not. No, don't go. With nothing else to interact with, you make your way up the stairs. Ooh, that's creepy. She's laughing. I don't know if you guys can hear this. Let me turn up the volume. As you exit, you can hear the woman laugh behind you. The voice causes the shack to shake. You leave the shack as fast as you could. I want to go back in. You leave the shack and cross the bridge before something bad happens. Oh, but I want to go back in. You cross the bridge safely and continue down the trail. After all that has happened, you feel you should take a moment to rest. You find a spot under the tree, get comfortable, and tilt your head back against the tree and gaze into the sky. Let's take a nap. You close your eyes and your body relaxes. You fall asleep within seconds. Your mind wanders. As your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. Yee. Details emerge as you gaze. You wonder who this might be. A bad feeling overcomes you and you realize who this is. You try to wake yourself up. You wake up and jump to your feet, looking around and looking about yourself and your surroundings. All seems well. You can't help but feel fearful that something bad will happen if you stay here. Moving forward seems like the only logical option now. You reach a point where the trail splits into two parts. Which way should you go? Let's go right, because it's the right way to go. You reach the end of the pathway. Into the distance is a tower looking over the area. A gate secures the passage where the area with a wall around the property. Also of interest is a tree with a hole carved into it. Let's inspect the tree. Let's stick our hand in the hole, because you know. You approach the tree and notice the hole is big enough to fit your hand in it. You look around and see something shiny in the hole as if it were metal. Feeling around with your hand, you feel 3 knobs. One on the right, one in the center, in the middle, and one on the left. Press the knobs. Press the left. Eee, that scared me. Don't do that, game. The knob's locked in place. You wait for a moment, but nothing happens. It must be some sort of combination. Let's leave the tree. You reach the end of the pathway. In the distance is a tower looking over the area. A gate secures... we reread this. No, let's go to the gate. Hello, gate. Hey, this is where, you first, this is where the main menu is. You approach the gate cautiously. Let's enter. It's scary. Nice. I'm an idiot sometimes, I swear. Standing before the tower, your heart begins to sink. This is no doubt the birthplace of the spreading plague. There is a fountain before you with statues on your right and left. Let's enter the tower. You approach the door. As you reach for the doorknob, an invisible barrier stops you. It must be some sort of magic. Let's inspect the fountain then. There's a dark haze about the fountain. The water is black, and the smell burns with every breath. You feel a slight pull towards the fountain, as if it were calling for something. You see an old statue of an angel that has been consumed by vines of thorns. Why did I say spines? It looks like spines. It's covering it all. Spine. The angel is holding a book in one hand, and with the other hand is pointing the finger towards the sky. You feel it best if you leave the statue alone. Before you stands an old angel statue that has been broken in many areas. With one hand, the angel is holding some sort of bowl, while the other hand is hovering over the bowl. You notice that there's only two remaining fingers on the other angel's hand. You feel you should keep your distance and just observe the statue. Exit the gated area. You reach... Okay, let's go back to the splitted paths. Go back to where the path splits. You reach a point where the trail splits into two paths. Which way should you go? Left. After continuing down the path for some time, you come to a stop. You notice that there's some sort of trail that leads through the tall grass. And where am I? You notice that there's some sort of trail that leads through the grass towards a nearby hill. If you hadn't stopped, you probably would have never noticed. Which way do you go? Let's go to the trail, because why not? Following a subtle trail in the grass, you stumble upon what looks like a grave. I want to inspect the grave. And you approach the grave. You look at the sword, which intriguing. A ghost. It's a ghost soldier. It's my brother. Just kidding. Before you can touch the sword, a ghostly figure appears before you. You freeze before a partition. ... The sword, may I have it? The blade is cursed. I am bound here by the pain of my past. If you desire the sword, free me from it. You slowly motion for the sword. Fool! Only something of pure essence can free me, a rare hope like a flower found in darkness. You know, I find flowers in the darkness all the time. Just, like, close my curtains in my room and just put a little flower there, and then, it's dark, and it's darkness. Back away from the sword. You listen to the specter and leave the sword alone. The figure fades out of view. Continue on. You pause to see that there's a lake nearby, and the trail continues on to your right. The phone's ringing. Let me check that. Okay, my phone is ringing. Okay, let's inspect the lake. Why not? Maybe this is a problem. You step near the lake and look down into it. I don't want to get that orb. Resting underwater is an orb of some sort sitting at the bottom of the lake. There's something strange about it, as if it were calling out to you. Leave. I don't want to dive on this part. It is probably not the time. Yeah, it probably isn't. Okay, let's continue along the trail. A faint trail has come to the end, and there's a collection of stone pillars. Hey, look, it's alien. Ow, that really hurt my hand. It's alien signs everywhere. The faint trail has come to an end, and there's a collection of stone pillars down the hill beyond. Beyond the hill is a larger field of grass. Let's explore the stone pillars. You stand before the large stone, and arranged in a shape of circles in the center is a stone that is buried in some sort of slot or hole. There's no doubt about it, something is meant to be placed here. It's the orb, isn't it? Seeing that you can't do anything, you head back. The faint trail. Oh, it's the orb. You put the orb in there. Oh. You find yourself gazing over a grass field of hills rolling off into the distance. Ah! Okay. The unicorn scared me. As if a trick upon your eyes, you see a unicorn. Just thought about that. I screamed over a unicorn. I mean, those are nice, right? You see a unicorn running across the field. It disappears out of your sight before you can do anything. Surely the unique powers of a unicorn. Unicorns have powers now. That's nice. Surely the unique powers of a unicorn can help you with your quest, but there's clearly something wrong. If only there's a way to charm it. Okay, I need to get that orb. I'll go back. We have to go into that lake. If I die, then that'd be sad. I probably am gonna die. You close your eyes and jump into the lake. That's scary. You open your eyes and see the stone sitting before you. You start to make your way towards it. Yeah. The large fish comes into view and quickly notices you with its mouth stretched open. You try to leave for the surface, but the fish catches up to you. You quickly find yourself helpless before the creature. You close your eyes as a giant fish rips your body apart with its teeth. You die a very painful death. Your adventure ends here. Go. Okay, so obviously this is a puzzle game and slash horror slash a really fun game. But I'm gonna have to leave this episode here because it's already a long enough video, and hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Maybe we can get to 5 likes if you can. That'd be really appreciated. And if you have not subscribed, please do consider subscribing to become a part of the Wolf Pack. And guys, like always, I shall see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.